Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So as indicated by the title, today I'm going to do a spoiler-free review of the Lunar Chronicles. So this is my second book of Marisa Meyer, and the first one was Heartless, which I read during the Owls Readathon, and I was okay satisfied with the book. It was Alice in Wonderland retelling. So I was rearranging my bookshelf some time back and saw that the next series that I have of Marisa Meyer is the Lunar Chronicles, which was taking up a lot of space because it's a 6 book series. So I needed to complete it, and so that I can just put books which I haven't read on my bookshelf, so that they are continuous reminder that I need to read them. So I finally read it. So I read this book in 6 days. There is one book each day precisely. So without any further ado, let's get started. So the first book is Cinder, which is obviously, if you can guess by the title, is a Cinderella retelling. Here we follow Cinder, who is a cyborg, and she lives in the city of New Beijing, which is in China, currently called Eastern Commonwealth after the Fourth World War. So we follow Cinder, who is a mechanic. So nobody knows that she is a cyborg, so she's such a good mechanic. So what happens is the Emperor of Eastern Commonwealth, Kaito, his royal android gets, like, it starts malfunctioning, and he brings the android to Cinder so that she does something about it. She repairs it, and the book starts with a plague which has broke out in where she, like, in the marketplace where her shop is. And while I was reading it, the first book gave me a lot of anxiety because uh, COVID, and the virus which is spreading here is called leishmaniasis. But either way, people are dying, because still now we don't have any proof of medicines of COVID, and here also leishmaniasis does not have any antidote, and people are dying, and like thousands of people are dying in quarantine, which was very heartrending. As I'm saying, I'm getting jitters because it gave me a lot of anxiety. But nevertheless, after I read the first book and went on to the others, the anxiety decreased like a lot. So in this book we follow Cinder when the leishmaniasis is broken out in her marketplace, and she goes back home, and she sees that apart from the leishmaniasis breakout, the queen of the moon, the lunar queen, Queen Levana, is supposed to attack Earth. Okay, so basically this is what the first book is about, and it is Cinder's journey from repairing the royal android to going to the ball, like Cinderella goes to the ball of Prince Charming, and trying to persuade him not to go into hasty decisions with Queen Levana, who is the queen of the moon. So yeah, that is what the first book is about. Very vague description, but trust me when I say that you don't want to know much more than that, because it will be spoilery. So the next book we follow, Scarlet, which is basically a Little Red Riding Hood retelling. So here we follow Scarlet, who lives in the European Union. She lives in near France. She lives in France near Paris, and her grandmother has been kidnapped, and she bonds on a fight with this lunar soldier, who is basically, he looks like a wolf because he's genetically modified to become a wolf. And they set on a journey to retrieve her grandmother. Obviously these two are linked. So when you read this book, you will find that Scarlett's grandmother, who has been kidnapped, has a lot of connection with Cinder. So that's what I'm going to talk about the second book. The next we have is Cress, which is a Rapunzel retelling. So here in this book we follow Cress, who is a lunar shell. By lunar shell, one means that she is a lunar citizen who does not have the gifted abilities of the people of the moon. So all the lunar shells are kept in dungy places and are often killed, but she is such an important spy for the Lunar Empire, because she's very good with computers, that she's kept in a sequestered satellite in a neutral orbit in space, and she is basically a spy for the lunar colony, and she's spying on the earth. So this is her story. And the last we have is Winter, which is basically the story of the stepdaughter of Queen Levana, who is the lunar queen. And this book is not so much about her, but yeah, mainly it is about her. And the last two books that I have to talk about is Fairest, which is obviously, as you can understand, this is a story of the Queen Levana, because before she became cruel and stuff like that. And the last we have is a collection of short stories called Stars Above. Now, when I speak about the books, I love Scarlet, I love Cress, I liked Winter, but specifically I feel that Winter could have been way too shortened. It's 850 pages, I guess. But I think it would have been much better had it been concise. The story is great. I explained a very, very bad, in a very bad way, but pardon me, but you don't want to know more than that. But this is a great series and I highly recommend. I loved each and every character. Each and every character was so well formed with a backdrop, which is very important for me, and each one goes through a character development. So when I read the epilogue in Stars Above called Something Old Something New, I was satisfied with the ending. um, my favorite books in the series will be Scarlet and Cress, and I also liked Scarlet and Cress much more than Cinder or well, say Winter or Queen Levana, or for any of those matters. When you read the book, you'll find that there is so much more than the retelling, but the retelling is grounded and is the base for so much more what goes on in the series. The writing style took me a little time to understand, because I'm not very well versed with science fiction. It is my second science fiction read this year. So I will highly recommend this if you are looking for a retelling series, which is great. There is a lot of action. There isn't much representation. Yes, there is black representations in the book, because there is an android who is black, who is basically an escort droid, and we have Winter, who is like the Princess Winter in this book. She is black, and Queen Levana is also black, but there isn't much representations of the LGBTQ plus community. But still, I would highly recommend this book. After reading this, I really want to go on to read her other works like Renegades, I think, which is her newest releases. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. These books are widely available on Amazon, so in case you guys want to buy, they are pretty cheap, and I think they have also come with new covers. So these are the old covers and the new covers look very, very pretty. So in case you guys want to read, do check them out. Thank you so much for watching. I will link all my social media handles down below in case you guys want to check out. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Have a great day ahead. Stay safe, maintain social distancing.